Today, we're going to break down the myth that Christian women over 40 keep telling themselves. Yeah, I have to figure this out alone. I want to talk about this myth and then I want to reveal the truth that God's designed us for community and for support, not to do it alone. Okay. Have you ever felt like no one understands your journey? Maybe you think, I don't want to burden nobody, right? I don't need nobody all in my business, right? If I were really strong in my faith, I'd be able to do this on my own. You ever told yourself any of those things? Here's the truth. God never intended for us to walk in a purpose driven life alone. He never intended that. We have been hurt so much that we do what we can to try to protect ourselves. And as a result, we retreat and we struggle in silence and we try to figure things out in silence. Okay? Let's talk about why we were never meant to do this alone. Okay? So for this one, the true myth, the true myth here is going to be if I'm truly called, I should be able to do this by myself. Because after all, it's my calling, right? That's the myth. Okay? That's the myth. Now the question is, why do we believe it? You know why we believe it? We fear. We fear asking for help. We fear letting people know that we need help. We tend to think that that make us look weak, helpless. And we don't want to look weak and helpless. That's what we fear. Okay? Again, we've been hurt. We've been let down by so many people before. And so we just isolate ourselves. We keep a shield up. We want to protect ourselves. Okay? At all costs. We think that we're doing, we think that we're protecting ourselves, but we're doing ourselves a disjustice. Okay? We have told ourselves that needing support means we're not strong enough in our faith. That's what we tell ourselves, that we're not strong enough if we need help. For some reason, we have adopted the idea that when we see purpose driven women, when we see faithful women, okay, that they are working alone, that they are doing this alone. Okay? That's what we tell ourselves. That's how the enemy plays on our mind. But purpose, it is never a solo journey. God, He places people in our lives to help us grow. To help us grow and to help us fulfill our calling. He never intended for you to do it alone. The truth is God has not designed us for a community. Yes, community. If it was meant for us to do this alone, why do you think the church was even started in the New Testament? Huh? Yeah. If we were meant to walk this journey alone, what was the purpose of the church? It was so that we could come together with like-minded people, so that we could be there to encourage each other, right? Think about it. Let me give you some biblical evidence. Moses. Moses had Aaron, remember? He had Aaron to do what? Speak for him. Because Moses felt like, I stutter. I can't speak, right? Even though God kept trying to encourage him, you got this. But then he gave him Aaron, right? What about Joshua? He gave him Joshua too. He gave him Joshua to help him lead, right? Joshua led after him. Did Jesus walk alone? Jesus didn't walk alone. He had his disciples, hand-picked disciples, to walk with him and other close friends as you continue to read in the New Testament. Let's talk about Paul. Paul traveled and he ministered with other people like Timothy, Barnabas, right? He had other people in the ministry that worked alongside with him. Because Paul was in jail. Remember, he had been shipwrecked, beaten, prison. Okay? Let's look at the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verses 9 and 10, I believe. Okay? When we look at that scripture, it says, two people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. Right? That means it says if one person falls, guess what? The other person can reach down and help them up. Because if one person falls and they by themselves, guess what? There's nobody there to reach down to help you up. You in trouble. God places people in our lives to lift us up, to guide us, and remind us that we are not meant to do this journey alone. I want you to shift your perspective. I want you to shift your thinking. Instead of seeing independence as a strength, I want you to see community as a gift from God. It's a gift from God. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. Guess what that is? It's wisdom. Okay? Asking for help is not a weakness, it's wisdom. Look, during the lowest points in my life, God sent strong women my way. I was able to trust these women with my inner thoughts, with my fears and disappointments. These women prayed for me and with me. Because of the community, I survived some darkest moments in my life that I could not have done on my own. Because, see, for a decade, the enemy had me thinking that I was all by myself, that everybody else was living life like it was golden with no problems at all. And here I was, a teenage mother with 3 babies, stuck behind everybody else going off to college and doing their thing. Look, God works through people. That means our blessings, they may come through a relationship that he places in our life. Okay? A situation that we might have went through. And now God is going to use that to elevate you. Because what the devil meant for bad, God turns around for your good. But we have to trust. See, the myth says you have to do it alone. But the truth is God created us for a community. He created us for community and for support. Okay? So this week, I just want you to take one step. I want you to take one step, whether it's reaching out to a mentor, joining a support group, or asking someone for prayer. Take a step towards your community. Take a step so that you can get the help that you need to help ignite that purpose that God is leading you toward. There's somebody out there waiting to be a blessing to you. You don't have to carry this by yourself. Know that God is with you, okay? And he has placed people around you to walk this journey with you. But they will never know that they could be of any type of assistance to you if you don't speak out. Because what's going to happen is God is going to use you to be a blessing to other people. Let me just say this, because this is me. I am always available and ready, eager to help and minister to other people. But I am the last one to ask for help. I am the last one to let people know I'm in need. I'm just saying, if you're like me, you get what I'm saying. We have to get past it. That's the enemy. That's nothing but the enemy. Okay? Again, you don't have to carry it by yourself. God is with you and me. And He has placed the right people around us. We just got to let them know. We got to speak out. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. Drop me a comment in the chat. Let me know what your next step is going to be this week. Hit the link to the video here, and I'll see you in the comments. God bless you.